In the number 32, your pole sitter, Tom Spizak. In the number 13 will start second. Starting third in the number 52 car, it's Scott Marino. And the number 30 car of Jason Knox starts fourth. Starting fifth in car number 20, it's Tim Davis. And starting sixth in car number 31, it's Dennis Knox. The number 62 car is Mark Marino. And the number 98 is top qualifier Rick Riffle. The 52 and the 62, two of the Marino family racing team cars, are both from Texas, Plano, Texas, as where the Marinos in the 52 and 62 call home. Into the first corner, it's Larry Young in the number 32 car, racing off of the turn and down the back stretch into turn 3. Larry Young, your race leader. Off of turn number 4, Young, Spizak, Marino, Davis, and the 62 of Mark Marino, your top 5 cars. Tim Davis in the number 20, looking to the inside of the 52 car of Scott Marino, and move Tim Davis up to that third spot. Larry Young, Tom Spizak, Tim Davis. Davis in third, but not for long. He looks to the inside of Tom Spizak for that second spot. Side-by-side action for third. From Norton, Ohio, pulls alongside your runner-up car of Spizak, blows by him. Spizak back to the 4th spot. Here comes Mark Marino in the 62, looking for the runner-up spot. Davis up the banking in the 20 car. Look out, Tim Davis. Larry Young, Mark Marino, Tom Spizak, Rick Riffle. Riffle, your top qualifier, turning a 16 flat in qualifying, and now we've got contact between Dennis Knox and Tim Davis. So the yellow flag out for the first time of the evening. From Massillon, Ohio, on the pole of this restart, Plano, Texas driver Mark Marino in second as we go green off of 4. And it's going to be Marino in the number 62 taking the lead. Young back to second. Ripples third. Fourth is Spizak, and fifth is Scott Marino. Dennis Knox, Jason Knox, Tim Davis round out your field. White flag this time, final circuit, one more lap to go for Mark Marino. Scott Marino battles with Tom Spizak for that 4th spot. Spizak able to close the door in 3. Your winner will be car number 62, Mark Marino. Larry Young, Rick Riffle, Tom Spizak, Scott Marino. And then we have the number 31 car of Dennis Knox, the 30 of Jason Knox, and the number 20 of Tim Davis, picking up the victory. Driver from Plano, Texas, in car number 62, Mark Marino. At the starting lineup, on the pole from Kent, Ohio, in car number 47, Jeff Burton. The number 29 starting second is Bill Richards from Norton, Ohio. Car number 40 of Akron, Ohio driver Mike Luke starts in third, and starting fourth in car number 42 is Robert Marino from Plano, Texas. Starting in the 5th spot, car number 84, Magnolia's Randy Burns, and starting 6th, the other Plano, Texas driver, car number 72, Jack Marino. Car number 36 is driven by James Rader, and car number 86 is Fred Davis. Heat race number 2 of 3 for the Legend cars begins off of turn 4. Into 1 and 2, Jeff Burton, your leader. Second, Mike Luke. Third, Bill Richards. Battle for the 3rd spot as here comes the 84 of Randy Burns. Richards closes the door on Burns, who backs out. Richards for that third spot. Burns checks up again. Richards hangs on to the position. Up front, a battle for the lead is Mike Luke. Gets to the inside of Jeff Burton. Luke on the inside. Burton on the high side as they race off of 4. Mike Luke, Jeff Burton, Bill Richards, Randy Burns, James Rader, the top 5. Rader making a run on Burns for that 4th spot. And James Rader has moved up into the 4th spot. Mike Luke out front trying to pull away from the 47 of Jeff Burton. Side-by-side action. We go 3 wide into turn 3. Richards closes the door on Burns. This time with a better run on Richards. Racing side by side through 3 and 4 final circuit. 1 to go. Luke off of the second turn and down the backstretch. Mike Luke, the Akron, Ohio driver, races to turn 3, your leader. Into the final corner and down the front stretch, Mike Luke wins. Jeff Burton second, Randy Burns, Fred Davis, James Rader, Bill Richards, Jack Marino, and Robert Marino completing your field, picking up the victory. Driver from Akron, Ohio, able to make the pass for the race lead and go on to the second heat race victory. Driver from Akron, Ohio, let's have a nice round of applause for Mike Luke. Starting on the pole is Pittsburgh driver John Walker. Starting on the outside from Cleveland, Ohio, Dwayne Lorenz. The number 11 car is Bob Petrie from Kent, and the 18 is Bob Swan from Cadiz. Row number 3 has the 9 car of Dublin, Ohio driver Tim Williams. And behind the wheel of car number 59, making his first start here at Midvale, Akron, Ohio driver Doug Gibson. First 6 starters, starting in the 7th spot is car number 83 this evening, Mike Swansiger from Canal Fulton. That's your starting field of 7 cars, the 3rd and final heat for the Legend Car Division. Ready to begin? Coming off of turn number 4 this time, car number 81, John Walker brings the field in. Dwayne Lorenz in the 49 leads the field off of the second turn and down the back stretch. Here comes the number 11 car of Bob Petrie on the inside of Bob Swan. Side-by-side action for the 3rd spot. And Petrie has moved up into the 3rd position as Swan fights back, spinning into the infield. The number 59 car of Doug Gibson. So caution is out for the 59 of Doug Gibson. Off of turn number 4, and we go green. Flagman Kirk Ryan shows him the go sign.
Last time he was here, he's up on his
side by side for the 2nd spot. Petrie and Walker. Petrie up to 2nd. Petrie not satisfied there. He'll look for the lead shortly. Sideways goes. Bob Swan gets to the high side. Battle for the 2nd spot. Swan checking up. Here comes Tim Williams in the 9. Your leader, Dwayne Lorenz. Into turn 3, Lorenz leading at halfway. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go for Lorenz, Petrie, Swan, Williams, Walker, Gibson, and Swansiger. Battle for the 3rd spot now as here comes the 9 of Tim Williams, racing with the number 18 of Swan. 4 cars, bumper to bumper this time under the white flag. 1 lap to go for the 49 of Dwayne Lorenz. Coming up on the lap car, the number 83 of Swansiger. Swansiger moving out of the way, moving over for the quicker cars. They race to 3, into turn number 4. Dwayne Lorenz wins. Second will go to Swan. Third to Petrie. Fourth to Williams. Fifth to Walker. Sixth to Gibson. And seventh to Swansiger. That's Bob Swan. Edged out the number 11 car of Petrie, but picking up the victory. Behind the wheel of the yellow and gold, car number 49. Driver from Cleveland, Ohio. Let's hear it for Dwayne Lorenz. Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
I feel like going to sleep, Craig.
Hey, I'll tell you something. Okay, moving into the late models here at Midvale. On the pole, number 32 from Strasburg, Ohio, Dwayne Dunn. On the outside of him, 12, that's Bubba Smith. Next row back, 44, John Crumrine. On the outside of him, I believe that's Steve Gillen tonight in that car. At least during hot laps it was. Next row back, Mike Miller at 53, Tom Garbrand 64. Bill Rosen at 82, Dave Watson at 9, and your top qualifier from Akron, Ohio, Don Harvey Jr. Cars will take the green this time. Wayne Dunn out in front. Bubba Smith in that second spot. Third, John Crumrine. Fourth, Mike Miller. Wayne Dunn out in front. Bubba Smith second. John Crumrine third, Mike Miller in fourth with Steve Gillen in fifth. Bill Rosen, Don Harvey Jr., Tom Garbrand, Dave Watson. Dwayne Dunn out in front, Bubba Smith right there in second. Third, John Crumrine. Fourth, Mike Miller. Fifth, Bill Rosen. Sixth, Don Harvey, Steve Gillen, Tom Garbrand, Dave Watson. Halfway that lap. Going under his qualifying time. That puts Bubba Smith in the lead. Bubba Smith wins it. John Crumrine, Mike Miller, Bill Rosen, Don Harvey, Tom Garbrand, Steve Gillen, and Dave Watson. Picking up the fast heat tonight in the late models. June 18th, 2005, from Canton, Ohio, it's Bubba Smith. Okay, second heat late models on the pole, Tom Feller Jr. The outside name, Ron Jaybird Jr. Bob Eichel, 69. Mark Willison, in 18. Todd Miller in 11, Tony Urdalis 42, Bob Schneider 17, Mark Enos in 0, and Rob Petrus in 88. Ron Jaybird Jr. out in front. Tony Dallas on the outside of Bob Eichel. Trying to get forward. Ron J. Bird Jr. out in front. Longfellow third. Paul Michael, Tony down. Ron J. Bird Jr., Mark Willis in that second spot. Battle for fourth. Cyril Marquinez off the pace in the pits. Ron J. Bird Jr., black flag going under his qualifying time. Rob Petrus up there at turn number 4 into the infield. Here we go. Oh, no green. Here we go. Here we go. Tony Dow showing all the way now. They go through 3. Out of 4. Tony Dow, Mark Wilson, Todd Miller, Bob Schneider, and Rob Petrus. Tony Dallas. I always call him Tony Dallas, and I apologize, Tony, if I pronounced your name wrong. Your winner of the second heat race in the late models tonight, June 18th, 2005. There he is, Tony Dallas in 42. Okay, moving into the sports stock fast heat race on the pole from Brightwood. It's Bill Hilliker in 27. On the outside of him from Dover, Ohio, Josh Grove in car 4. Next row back, Kel McClintock in 38. And pulling up to get right beside him from Uricksville, Ohio, it's John Tenerelli in 67. Number 2 would be Roger Leinert. On the outside of him, Wes Gill in 05. And setting a new track record tonight from right here in Midvale, Ohio, is Keith Thomas in car 34. Here we go. Slip a little bit out of 2. Bill Hilliker as Josh Grove takes over the lead down the backstretch. Thomas come together out of 2. Bill Hilliger second, third Kevin McClintock, and Wes Gillen in 4th. Josh Gross shows away in car 4. Kevin McClintock hooks to the outside of Josh Grove. He'll take over the lead going into 3 out of 4. Wes Gill looks to the outside of Josh Grove. Thomas in the 3rd. White flag. Kevin McClintock, Wes Gillen, Keith Thomas, Roger Liner, Bill Hilliger, John Tannerelli, and Josh Grove. Your winner, Kevin McClintock, in the fast sports stock feature or heat race tonight. Excuse me. Here's your lineup for the second sports stock heat race. Joe Sanford Jr.'s car in car 9. Paul Murray in car 20 on the outside of him. Gabe Pringle in 8. Don Rupner Jr. in 7. And number 5. Pringle out in front as they go through 3. Paul Murray second. Pringle out in front. Black flag cut off for Gabe Pringle. White flag in hand for Paul Murray. Paul Murray wins it.
Coming home 3rd.
Chad Dixon, car number 5, making his racing debut at Midvale Speedway.
Have a nice round of applause for Fort Washington. Paul Murray.
Paul Murray, your winner of the second sports stock heat race tonight from Port Washington, Ohio. Okay, Rob Scott in car 62. Elkins on the outside of him, Rich Schweitzer, Blake Mackey, Randy Smart, Scott Archer, and Al Street. Rick Elkins Jr. on the outside. Rob Scott on the inside. Rob's gonna lead lap 1. Yeah. Rob Scott, Rich Schweitzer, Randy Smart, Rick Elkins Jr. Al Street, Scott Archer, Blake Mackey. Halfway. Randy Smart trying to get second down the back stretch as Rob Scott still shows the way. Rich Schweitzer third, Al Street fourth, Rick Elkins Jr. in fifth, Scott Archer sixth. Seventh, Blake Mackey. Randy looks to the outside now. Rob trying to hold him off. They go into 3. Here comes Big Al Street. Scott Archer back into it now. White flag getting ready to come out. Al and Randy touching. They crossed the line there. Rob Scott, Randy Smart, Scott Archer, and Al Street. Your winner from Midvale, Ohio, Rob Scott in 62. Okay, moving to the second pure stock heat race. Dick Avio is your race leader. Bob Pathwater Sr. in second. Joe Oliver in third. Chris Miller in fourth. David Brio in fifth. Chuck Elkins in 52 and Douglas Higgins in 13. Chris Miller and Bob Pathwater Sr. Four in, 4 to go. Caution out. Caution is out. 5 in, 3 to go. Dick Albiol will bring him in. Good shape. You're fine. Oliver takes over the lead down the back stretch. Here comes Albiol back. Caution is out. Joe Oliver, your race leader. There's dirt track gonna come out for. Little dirt track here at Midvale Speedway. Joe Oliver. Joe Oliver, your race winner, the third and final compact heat race tonight. Or second, excuse me, second. Second. Yeah. Oh, I get all screwed up. Second pure stock heat race tonight. Boy, I must be on some drugs. Congratulations, Joe. Okay, Craig Rudolph in car 5 will bring him in the third and final pure stock heat race. Here we go. Chester McMaster's 81. Dan Moore in third. Tim Oliver in that 4th spot. In car 8, here goes Joe Fuchs for the lead. Dan Moore on the inside. Taking over second. Joe Fuchs out in front. Dan Moore second. Here comes Kenny Feaster in the third and the second trying to. Halfway, 4 in, 4 to go. Smacking the wall, Kenny Feaster in 40. Tim Oliver trying to get over second now. White flag. Tim Rogers trying to get into it now. Checkered flag in hand. Rogers and Dan Moore, and here comes Kenny Feaster in 40. There's your winner of the third Pure Stock Heat Race tonight. From Bolivar, Ohio, Joe Fuchs in 01. Sean Music, 43, starting your pole. Tom Barrett on the outside of him. Donaldson Jr. 47, Russell Grandison is 72, 64 is Troy McMath, Chad Grove in 3, Ron Myers 44, 69 Josh Irwin, 36 of Dale Beatty, 35 John McNutt, and your top qualifier tonight, 65 Tom, it is Adam Mishler. Sean Music, Tom Bird, set the pace.
Ron Myers, that was the car that Dale Beatty drove early in the season. Kelly McNutt, great 36 car that they had, but Ron Myers now behind the wheel on it. And they get Tom Barrett in the front row.
Sean Music, Tom Barrett. Sean Music and Tom Barrett. Tom Barrett into the lead. Donaldson Jr. in third. Russell. Tom Barrett out in front. On Music in second. Russell Grandis in third. Donaldson Jr. fourth. Fifth is Troy McMath. Then Tad Grove, Josh Irwin. Halfway, 4 in, 4 to go. Tom Barrett out in front. Russell Grandison, Sean Music. Tom Barrett under his qualifying time. Side by side for the race lead. Now side by side for third and fourth. Russell Grandison into the wall hard.
Coming across as Greg down to the final quarter. They raced into 3 and 4. If you think went up the bank, he's trying to hold on to the lead. He got into the 72 car and Grandison went the outside wall. And all head was coming off the final corner.
Don John Rufner Jr., your winner of the fast compact heat race tonight.
The accident coming off of turn 4 with the second place car of great distance.
Okay, second compact heat race. Here we go. Nick Grubbs in 90. Mike Hamilton in that, or Hosteller. Yellow is out. Mike Hosteller in second. Yellow is out. Total restart. Okay, Lisa Courtney in 191. Tammy Rufner in 7. 67 of Kenny Ford. Mike Powell 45. Kyle Gruhl 199. Harry Ney in 49. 18, 3 wide, Eric Feaster. Jason Morgan in 2. We got another yellow coming out.
Caution out again in the second caution.
Okay, here we go again. Nick Grubbs out in front in 90. Mike Hosteller in that second spot. Kenny Ford in third. Neil Rowley in 46 trying to move up through the pack. Caution out again. Here we go for another time. Groves 90. Israel in. Oh, Perry Ney in that second spot. Kenny Ford in third. Kenny Ford in the lead. Nick Groves back to second. Here comes Barry Ney. Neil Rowley in that fourth spot. Second. White flag. Neil tried high, then ducked low. White checker flag coming out. Your winner, Kenny Ford, in car 67. Okay, moving to the third heat race. Earl Strand in 03, Richard Duvall 48, Cody Shush in 118, Mike Roth in 148, Mike Jones in 39. Jason Dawson in 56. Jesse Page 02, Mike Gribble in 11th, 76 Kenny Jewell. Caution's out. Jason Dotson getting the worst end of that deal. Earl Scranton will take over the lead. Richard Duvall in second. Jesse Page on the outside. Jesse Page on the outside, Earl Scranton on the inside, battle for the lead. Mike Gribble trying to get mixed in that third spot for it. Four to go. Trying to hang on a second. Here comes Kenny Jewell. Richard Duvall, Gil Hershey, and Mike Jones round out your field. White flag. Jesse Page out in front. Battle for second, third, and fourth. Gonna be a close-up for second. Jesse Page.
There he is at the line. Let's hear it for your winner, Jesse Page.
Jesse Page, your winner.
Then to move settling, Martin Barnes and 40 Motorsports on the other.
Ryan Kopp in 52 will bring him in. Pat Carnes in that second spot on the outside. Chris Bloom in 151. Paul Stahl 05. Carnes Easter 73. Bill Burkholder 00. Bruce Gibson 32. John Winston Jr. 06. Jason Anthony in 6 and 28. Bill Wilkins in 28. 3 wide. Trying to move up as Ryan Kopp shows the way in 52. Battle for second. Here comes that car. Chris Bloom in the infield. Halfway. Your leader, Pat Carr in second. Ryan Kopp back to third. Bill Burkholder fourth. White flag is out. Gibson taking the turn 3, out of 4. Bruce Gibson, Pat Carnes, Bill Burkholder, Ryan Kopp, Paul Saul, Barb Beaster, Bill Wilkins, Jason Anthony, and John Wisman Jr. and Chris Kopp. Chris Bloom, Chris Bloom in 151. Your fourth heat winner tonight in the compacts, Bruce Gibson in car 5032. Okay, Johnny Campbell will bring him in 27. Violet McMaster's on the outside of him in 22. And one of the Grubbs cars in 144. Tammy Ondo in 97. Joe Elrick in 51. Steve Roth in 177. Bob Bertell 26, 40, 58 Jamie Hubner Jr. and 38 Laura Green. Grubbs out in front at 144. Chris Grubbs in 144. Trying to get second. Four laps in, 4 to go. Black flag coming out for 144. Now the yellow's out for Violet McMaster. Marino takes over the lead. Having a little mechanical problems there. I apologize for that. White flag is out. Your winner of the 5th and final compact heat race tonight, Timmy Ondo in 97.
Several feature wins right here at Midvale Speedway, your second place starter. 0 down and 20 to go as we go green flag racing. James Rader, Larry Young, Fred Davis, 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Here comes the 52 of Scott Marino. And we got trouble on the front stretch. A hard crash on the front straightaway. Bill Richards, car number 29, down into the corner, crashes into the 9 car of Tim Williams. But a big-time wreck on the front straightaway. A couple of the Marino cars from Texas got together on the exit of turn 4. And when he shot back up the track, Bill Richards having nowhere to go in the 29 car with heavy damage to his automobile. Caution out for the first time during our Legend Car 20-lap feature event. And number 4 this next time around. Again, James Rader and Fred Davis, your front row starters, will bring the field of Legend Cars off of turn number 4 as we go green flag racing, 20 laps to go. Off of the second turn is Fred Davis, your leader in the 86 car. Up the banking goes Davis, James Rader fighting back. And now Larry Young in the 32, the inside of James Rader. Larry Young will move out front. Rader back to second, Tom Spizak in the 13 car for 3rd. James Rader, Tom Spizak, problems down in turn number 4. Look out! Just able to make it by. Number 62 car of Mark Marino. Caution lights are out. 2 laps are complete. 18 laps to go. Larry Young, James Rader, Tom Spizak, the top 3. Let's pray for 18 green flag laps. Here we go. Racing to the inside of Spizak for the 3rd spot. You can move Marino up to 3rd. Tim Davis in the 20 car trying to take that 4th spot. Rick Riffle moving into the top 5 in the 98 car. Davis. He takes 3rd away from James Rader. Rick Riffle tries to take 4th and will. Davis in the 20. Rader in the 98. Battle as they have taken the 3rd and 4th spot. Up front, a battle for the lead. The 32 car of Larry Young trying to hang on, but here comes the 52 of Marino. the second place car of Larry Young. Plano, Texas driver Scott Marino up front, trying to hold him off for 2 more laps. And we go, green flag racing on the 4. White flag will be waving this time. 1 more lap to go for Scott Marino. Larry Young, Rick Ripple. Tom Williams, they race down the back stretch into 3. Checkered flag waving. Your winner will be Scott Marino. From Plano, Texas, Larry Young and Rick Ripple complete your top 3. Winner, Scott Marino.
Scott Marino from Texas. Your legend 20-lap feature winner tonight here at Midvale Speedway. Okay, moving into the late model, 25 laps. On the pole, looks like it's going to be Bob Schneider in 17. Bubba Smith on the outside of him in car 12. Then John Crumline 44. Steve Gillen in 22. Mike Miller in 53. Tom Garbrandt 64. Phil Rosen 82. Dwayne Dunn 32. Dave Watson in 9. Don Harvey Jr. in 12. 11. Todd Miller. Tony Dallas 42. Mark Willison in 18. And here we go. Out in front. Snyder second. Long Carmine third. Carmine on the outside, trying to get second on the Bob Snyder. Bill Rosen on the outside. Rosen into second, third. Noah Smith out in front of car 12. John Crumrine second. Bill Rosen third. Bob Snyder fourth. Steve Gillen, then Mike Miller. Dave Watson. Don Harvey Jr. Dwayne Dunn. Tom Garbrandt. Ron Miller. Mark Willison. Miller in the fourth. Trying to bring Steve Gillen with him. As Bill Rosen has caught John Carmine. There's your race leader, Bubba Smith right there, second and third, Rob Ryan and Rosen. Miller's in fourth, fifth, Bob Snyder, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Washing out, Tom Garbrandt in the infield. Lights are out, 13 in, 12 to go. Bubba Smith, John Crumrine, Bill Rosen, Mike Miller, Bob Schneider, Dave Watson, Steve Gillen, Don Harvey Jr., Dwayne Dunn. Here we go. Todd Miller, Dwayne Dunn get together. There we go, 13 and 12 to go. Dwayne Dunn. White flag getting ready to come out. White flag over Bubba Smith, John Cartwright, Phil Rosen. And in turn 3, out of 4. Bubba Smith, John Cartwright, Phil Rosen, Mike Norton, Dave Watson, Don Harvey, Dwayne Dunn, Steve Gillis, Bob Snyder, Mark Willis, and Tom Garbrandt. Tony Dowles, Ron J. Bird Jr., Tom Feller Jr., Todd Miller, Leacherfield. Picking up the win here in the late model class in Midvale, June 18th, June 18th, 2005. It's Bubba Smith. Bubba Smith, your feature winner in the late models tonight. Okay, moving to the 20 lap sports stock feature on the pole for Washington. Paul Murray on the outside of him. Chad Dixon, son of Doc Dixon in car 5. Making his racing debut here at Midvale Speedway in that class. Then 27, Bill Hilliker, Gabe Pringle in car 8. Kevin McClintock, 38. John Tannerelli in 67. Roger Leinert in 2. Wes Gillen in 05. 34. Keith Thomas. Josh Grove in 4. And Joe Sanford Jr.'s car, number 9. Randy Doolin in Joe Sanford's car, number 9. And joining the field, Don Rupert Jr. in 7. Here we go. Gabe Pringle out in front. 5 or second. Pringle, Kevin McClintock, Keith Thomas, Roger Liner, Paul Murray, John Tanarelli, Bill Hilliker, Wes Gill, and Josh Grove. Second, third, fourth, and fifth. Keith Thomas, Kevin McClintock. John Tanarelli, Wes Gillen, as Gabe Pringle has left the building right now. Gabe Pringle. Keith Thomas second. Roger Liner in two. In fourth place is Kevin McClintock. Fifth is Wes Gillen. Sixth, John Tanarelli. Seventh, Paul Murray. Eighth, between Josh Grove and Bill Hilliker. And Rich Dooley. Chad Dixon out there racing. Roger's Liner's on fire.
Bringing out the constant flight for Roger Liner. So Liner after the little bang up down in turn number 4.
Rick Costello right there.
Rick Costello has Liner pulled over the fire. It happened whenever Liner went down the infield. He and Thomas got together for that second spot. And they were passing the last car.
15 in, 5 to go. Gabe Pringle, Keith Thomas, Kevin McClintock, Wes Gillen, John Tanarelli, Paul Murray, Bill Hilliker, Josh Grove, and Roger Liner. Here we go. Honky John up in turn 4. Okay, 15 in, 5 to go. We'll try her again. Sportsman by Keith Thomas. He went to the tail. And we're trying to get these last 5 laps in. Gabe Pringle still has the lead. Caution lights should be out this next time by. Here we go. Caution out again. Here we go. Pringle, West Gillen. West Gillen, white flag out for Gabe. Liner into third. Gabe Pringle, West Gillen, Roger Liner. Here's the runoff. Josh Grove, John Tannerelli. Keith Thomas.
From the car, your winner,
Gabe Pringle, your winner.
Come over on this side of the car, Gabe. Now I got $2,500 also at the car that's for sale. He's got the money. There you go. Your winner, Gabe Pringle. They stuck a for sale sign for $2,500 on the side of his car. Of course, Glenn Jules' car was for sale in the pit area earlier tonight. It was purchased by Eric Music, I believe, pit side. But Gabe Pringle picking up the win in our sports stock feature. Congratulations.
Gabe Pringle, your winner of the sports stock feature event of the evening. Congratulations, Gabe. Moving into the 15 lap pure stock feature. Bob Pathwater Sr., Joe Oliver, Chris Miller, David Briel, Chuck Elkins, Douglas Higgins, Rob Scott. There we go. Bob Pathwaters Sr., Douglas Higgins, Rick Elkins Jr., David Brill, Blake Mackey, Scott Arson, Chuck Elkins, Randy Smart, Rob Scott. Rick Schweitzer and Randy Smart. And Tim Oliver. Joe Cute, Tim Roberts, Kenny Feaster, Dan Moore, Dick Obiol. Rick Elkins Jr. second, Douglas Higgins third, Scott Archer fourth, Blake Mackey fifth. 6, Al 3, 7th, Chuck Elkins 8th, Randy Smart 9th, Bob Hathwater Sr. We got Scott Archer going for third. Rick Elkins going for the lead. Up to about 6. Here comes Big Al 3. Scott Archer's catching Rick Elkins. Way to go. Able to keep going, no caution yet. First and second right there, Scott Archer, Rick Elkins Jr. Third, Douglas Higgins. Fourth, Bill Alder, fifth, Al 3, 6, Randy Smart, 7th, Blake Mackey, 8th, Chuck Elkins. White flag. Chuck Elkins leading down the backstretch. Out of 4, Chuck Elkins, Scott Archer, Chuck Elkins, Douglas Higgins. Scott Archer, your winner. Race went flag to flag, no cautions. Picks up the pure stock event of the evening here at Midvale Speedway. Congratulations, Scott. Neil Rowley will start on the pole in 46. On the outside of him, Jason Morgan in 2. Don Rufner Jr. back on the inside in 47. Troy McMath in 64. 3, Tad Grove in 3. And 44, Ron Myers. Then Josh Irwin 69. Dale Beatty 36. 65, 65, Adam Mishler. 157, Tom Barrett. 199, Kyle Gruhl. Perry Ney in 49, Mike Pyle in 45, Kenny 467, and Tammy Rupner in 7. Top qualifier tonight was Adam Mishler in car 65. "15 green flag racing laps they'll go." Okay, we got that debris cleaned up over in turn 4. Lights are out. We should be going racing next time by. Neil Rowley and Jason Morgan will bring them in.
Here we go for 15 laps. The 46 of Rowley and number 5 Morgan on front.
McMath on the outside. Neil Rowley shows the way. Dale Beatty moving up through the pack. Neil Rowley, Troy McMath. Troy McMath, Ron Myers, Neil Rowley, Troy McMath, Ron Myers, Dale Beatty, 3 wide. Troy McMath, Ron Myers, Dale Beatty, halfway. Josh Irwin, Adam Mishler. Ron Myers losing her right rear wheel. Leaders 8 laps in, 7 to go. Neil Rowley, Troy McMath, Josh Irwin, Adam Mishler, Jason Morgan, Kyle Gruhl, Tad Grove. Here we go. Josh Irwin going to the outside. Josh Irwin going for the lead down the backstretch. Neil Rowley second, Troy McMath third, Adam Mishler, Kyle Gruhl, side by side for fourth. Josh Irwin out in front. Neil Rowley second. Kyle Gruhl in third. Adam Mishler fourth. Troy McMath fifth. Adam going for third. Adam Mishler up to third now. Troy McMath in fourth. White flag out. 12 for Josh Irwin. Josh Irwin's going to win it coming out of 4. Neil Rowley, Adam Mixler, Troy McMahon. Adam pulls up and congratulates his teammate, Josh Irwin, your winner of the fast feature tonight in the compacts.
Oh, the number 69 car. Performance Rating Field, Mid-Vid Racing Video, the sponsors for the winner. From Wainwright, Josh Irwin.
Picking up his second feature win of the year from Wainwright, Ohio. It's Josh Irwin in car 69. Congratulations, Josh. Okay, moving into the second compact feature. Bill Wilkins in 28 will bring him in. On the inside yet, 48 of Richard Duvall, Mike Jones, Mike Gribble, Eric Feaster, Kenny Jewell, Jason Anthony, maybe James Domer 191. Here we go. I think I'm going to be Earl Scranton on the outside. It is. Down in front of 28. Earl Scranton in second. Mike Gribble gets through it. Nobody hits him. And he's still out there, rocking out. Bill Wilkins, Earl Scranton, and Jason Page, Jesse Page, Nick Stroke, Tony Schuss, Mike Hosteller, and Jesse Page, challenger for the lead. Three wide for the lead. Nick Grubbs on the inside. Scrubs out in front. Jesse Page in second. Bill Wilkins in third. Fourth is Bruce Gibson halfway. Flat tire. Nick Grubbs, Jesse Page, Bruce Gibson, Bill Wilkins, Mike Osteller, Speedway, Earl Scranton, Kenny Joel, and Eric Feaster, and Mike Raw, Cody Shook, Richard DeVall, Mike Jones, and Jason Anthony. Round out your field. White flag coming out. Caution out. Here we go. 13 and 2 to go. Bruce Gibson puts the inside of Jesse Page. White flag in hand. Nick Grubbs leads him down the backstretch into turn 3. Bruce Gibson, Jesse Page, Osteller, Bush, Rhodes, Kenny Jewell, Mike Jones out there, Richard DeVall, Jason Anthony, Earl Scranton, Bill Wilkins. Picking up the second compact feature tonight. In car 90. Nick Grubbs, your winner.
Yeah, let's hear it for your winner, the number 90 of Nick Grubbs.
Okay, the final event of the evening, the third and final pack feature. Chris Grubbs in 144 will bring her in. Tammy Hondo on the outside. Here we go. Bob Vertel right after that. Jimmy Hubner in 58, 40 no identification. 179, Pat Carr.